right, Sports Talker Nation, welcome back once again as we continue with our 2016 team-by-team NFL Draft Review. I'm your host, the G-Man. Today we're going to talk about the Miami Dolphins. If you just include what the Dolphins did in the draft, they're all over the map. If you count their offseason moves, I give them an F. I watched Byron Maxwell play. He can't play at all. The fact that we were able to move him, when I say we, I mean the Eagles. When the Eagles were able to move him to get up to that 8th overall pick from 13, which allowed us to make that next move up to 2 to get Carson Wentz, love it or not love it, is absolutely insane. Maxwell can't play. Kiko Alonso is built like a cornerback. A great trade for the Eagles. So if you include that, this is an F. I'm not including that. I'm looking at just what they did on draft day. They had someone fall directly into their lap. They were smart enough to take it. So they're going to have a decent draft because of that, but let's see how things pan out. So they started with Laramie Tunsil. Everybody knows Laramie Tunsil's story as he got caught with a gas mask smoking weed an hour before. By the way, how much of a dick is his stepfather or whoever did that to screw this kid out of $10 million? He should have been the 3rd overall pick. He should have been the 1st overall pick if people weren't quarterback crazy and hung over on quarterbacks. But at worst, he should have gone 3. He winds up going down at 13. But I love Tunsil. I think he's the second best player in the draft behind Joey Bosa, as I've said. So great selection there. Fell into his lap. They were smart enough to take it. Xavier Howard, I think, is a horrible selection. There are so many other corners. They picked early in the 2nd round, number 38. So many other corners they could have taken. Just absolutely awful. 3rd round. Back on the plus side, I do like Kenyon Drake. I don't think Kenyon Drake is a long-term every down back, and I don't think they're going to let him be that. I think he's going to be kind of a hybrid 3rd down back, punt returner, maybe even do some select wide receiver roles, maybe play in the slot a little bit. But I think he can help their team tremendously. Leonte Carew, a lot of talent, a lot of drops. Played with a terrible quarterback, so who knows? He's got a shot to be something. I don't love him, but I do like him. Jakeem Grant, Jordan Lucas, they didn't have another selection all the way until the 6th round. And then you go with Brandon Doty, who I actually like as much like Brandon Allen from Arkansas. Doty put up huge numbers in college, but it was all system-based. He doesn't have a huge arm, but I do think he's going to be a good player. Thomas Duarte, look out for Duarte to actually be a helpful player to this team as like a 2nd or 3rd tight end. Good blocker. Going to make that team, I think. So overall, again, if you count just the draft, I think they had a B draft, and that's mostly because of Tunsil. Tunsil is going to be a potential steal. I hope he keeps himself clean and he shuts everybody up about this. My problem wasn't so much that he smoked pot. 90% of the league smokes pot, and he's 22 years old. 98% of 22-year-olds smoke pot. My problem was that he was dumb enough to get caught. He took money from a coach. He sold his coach out. He had some character issues. He also sold his teammate out when he said, oh, yeah, Robert Candici was there at the party with me. So those guys couldn't sell each other out fast enough. I worry more about that than I do the actual pot smoking. I think the NFL will certainly put him in the program pretty quickly. I hope he stays clean because I think he's a good player. I think Howard was a huge reach. But, they needed a cornerback. They took a cornerback. If they like him better than I do, what do I know? So, overall, decent draft. Nothing knocked out of the park, but they did get a great talent. So, with your 2016 team-by-team review of the Miami Dolphins, I'm your host, the G-Man, and I am out.